Since 2007, Bulgaria is part of the European Union. Almost each of us has travelled in Europe or knows a friend who has. Our relations with the rest of the European countries are becoming stronger because our economy, education and culture have started to develop within the international environment and spread outside the Bulgarian borders. We are going to participate more frequently in the European market. Have you ever travelled to other European countries, and what impressed you the most?
Yes, I have. It was a long time ago, and I can say that the order was a little bit better. The people have a better culture of communication. Well, at least it seemed that way when you've spent a little time in another country. Now, when you see the problems more clearly is when you have actually lived somewhere for a longer time. But of course, tourists often see only the glossy part of a country.
What does it mean to be European?
Well, in my opinion, to be European is basically knowing your rights and also knowing your obligations.
Have you ever travelled to another European country?
Yes, I've been, but only to Greece and Ireland. And Greece is a little bit closer to us, so I guess the culture is more familiar. But in Ireland, everything is completely different from Bulgaria.
To be part of the European Union is valuable, true and good, but on the other hand, there are laws within the context of democracy that I think that aren't really well executed.
които не се изпълняват в този аспект, който трябва да се разбира като демокрация.
And what does it mean to be European?
To know your rights, but for me, I think more importantly, it's your responsibilities.
Have you ever traveled to other European countries, and basically what impressed you the most?
Otherness and cleanliness, I found, was the main thing that I had noticed, especially in Germany.
After all, Bulgaria is a member of the European Union, but we have a lot of work till we can reach the level of other European countries.
What does it mean for you to be European?
Well, what does it mean? Not only to know your rights and obligations, but to stand by them, because, well, I think that's definitely the key to being European. What does it mean to be European?
I guess the definition of European contains lots of responsibilities. I think many of us don't actually meet those requirements or fall short of being European.
As we live in a country which already is a European Union member, so our education, at least some years ago, was at a much higher level. But I think we, the Bulgarians, still have our place in Europe.
Have you ever visited other European Union countries, and what was most impressive?
Everything was so beautiful, and I wish that here was kind of similar. Unfortunately, it isn't at the moment.
I've been to Germany, Berlin in particular. I noticed that there were lots of foreigners, and they were abided by the laws very strictly and followed the laws and registrations.
Do you perceive yourself as a European?
Yes, I view myself as European.
Why?
Because I feel an active member of the European society. To me, it's very important to feel like a European citizen. Also, anyone can be European, regardless of their religion, race, family or cultural upbringing, I guess.
Може да бъде всеки човек, независимо от каква религиозна религия. Просто да има поведенческо, т.е. възпитание.
Did you know that you can be a mayor of a French city?
No, I can't.
You can. Let's ask our European rights expert, the Associate Professor Живко Драганов.
Okay, let's see.
Правата на гражданите на Европейския съюз могат да бъдат
The rights in the European Union can be classified in several groups. First of all, the citizens have political rights, which are connected with the participation in their social life. The right to elect and to be elected for European Parliament. Another right that many citizens are not familiar with is that they can vote in local elections in the country member of their residence. Another political right is that the citizens have the possibility of receiving protection when they are facing difficulties in a non-European Union country, and their motherland does not have an embassy there. Then they can turn to an embassy of any European Union country, and that embassy is obliged to provide protection in cases of detention, prosecution and the like. Apart from that, citizens can turn to certain institutions communicating in their mother tongue. The institutions are expected to respond in the same language the request has been made.
Когато се намират на територията на държава, която не е членка на Европейския съюз и са изпаднали в затруднено положение там, а тяхната собствена държава няма посолство или консулство. Тогава те могат да се обърнат към посолството или консулството, на която и да е държава, членка, различна от тяхната и тя е длъжна да им съдейства и да им осигури защита. Например, в случай на задържане, в случай на наказателно преследване и други. Отделно от това, гражданите на Европейския съюз могат да се обръщат към институциите. И обръщайки се към институциите, те могат да използват езика на собствената си държава и институциите трябва да им отговарят на същият език, на който е постъпил запитването.
They can also notify the Ombudsman about any issues related to the European Union administration and agencies. The citizens' political rights also include the option of petitions to be made within the European Parliament. And fairly recently, along with the approval of the Lisbon contract, the European Union citizens received the opportunity to ask the Commission about commencing a legislative initiative for this to be achieved. Over 1 million European Union citizens from a considerable number of European Union countries are needed. Besides political rights, the citizens have rights concerning their participation in the social and economical life of the European Union. These are rights to work in and accept work from other member countries, as well as opportunities for education on the territory of these countries. Last but not least, citizens have personal rights which guarantees freedom of speech, religion, etc.
Гражданите разполагат и с права, които са свързани с участието им в социалният и икономическият живот в Европейския съюз.
The social economic rights also involve participation in the education process, be it secondary or higher education, under the same conditions given to the native residents of the specific country. Of course, as students, you are also familiar with the opportunities that the Erasmus program offers. To participate in an exchange program for one semester at a university of another European Union member state, with all exams accepted at the original university of the guest students.
Като студенти също сте запознати с възможността, която дава програма Erasmus, например в тази насока, да участвате в обмен един семестър в университет, който е от друга държава членка, като изпитите се признават в университета на изпращащата държава.
Additionally, as citizens of the European Union, we have the right to get settled on the territory of another country for business purposes as a self-employed legal entity or building up a company in that country. The self-employment concerns freelance professionals, craftsmen, for example, who want to practice as such in another European Union country. It is also possible to establish a trades activity by creating a company on the territory of any European Union member country. The citizens of European Union member states are also allowed to stay in those countries with the formalities are taken care of. For instance, for up to 3 months, any European Union citizen can stay freely in another EU country without having to provide official reasons. The formalities here reflect the possession of an ID for that citizen that he or she needs in order to travel and reside. Additionally, family members have rights regarding the stay and residence in other EU resident countries. All citizens have free mobility and access to the social system of the particular country and so on.
В такива случаи. Например, до 3 месеца всеки гражданин може свободно да пребивава на територията на която и да е друга държава членка, без за това да е необходимо да има специална причина, като формалностите тук се свеждат единствено до наличието на лична карта.
Нашият екип от млади репортери
Our team of young reporters decided that first we need to learn more about the European Union, as well as our rights and responsibilities there. For this purpose, we organised a class about our European civil rights that took place in Mineral Nibani. The lecturers there explained to us the history of the European Union and our rights when travelling and studying.
Европейския съюз, нашите права при пътуване и обучение.
Реших да се включа,
I decided to participate and learn new things.
What part did you like the most?
I think when we were getting to know each other at the beginning, because I learned many new things about my teammates and it just looks like a lot of fun in the future.
Интересно, научих нови неща за съотборниците си, ако мога така да ги нарека. И мисля, че занапред ще ни бъде забавно заедно.
Have you travelled abroad and what do you know about the rights and responsibilities?
Yes, well, we're usually instructed about that, and because I have traveled many times myself, I've not only heard about them, but actually exercised them. So we were about to be arrested once in France, but the problem got resolved exactly because of these rights. And I hope I'll learn more about different rights and exercise them in the future.
After attending the class, we shared our knowledge with peers. First we presented the project and the whole idea, and had the discussion of youth centre with participants from different organisations.
Различни формации. Подобна среща проведохме и в община Стамболово.
We conducted a similar presentation in the municipality of Stambolovo. The young people we met with had been outside Bulgaria before, but we had relatives and friends who had travelled abroad. To them, our discussion was a useful first touch with the European citizenship.
С европейското гражданство.
Срещата в
The meeting in Stambulova was interesting for our team as well, but we couldn't go around all regions and present to young people about their European rights. We can, however, tell you how to get information before heading abroad.
Областен информационен център Хасково е създаден по проект на община Хасково.
Our information centre was created through a project of the Haskovo municipality and is part of a bigger project of the Ministry Council. Through this project, 28 district centres like ours were created. The main goal of all information centres is to provide information about the cohesion politics of the European Union in Bulgaria. In our centre, we are orientated more towards the operational programme in Bulgaria, which can be useful to anyone applying for a European project.
Какви са условията по тях, кой може да кандидатства, какви суми могат да се получат и така нататък.
Това е една от услугите, които ние предлагаме тук, или по-точно този сайт Solvit, както го виждате.
Amongst the services that we offer here is the access to the website Solvit. Here we see all links to websites for information about the European Union that you might be interested in. There are different agencies where you can ask about schools, universities or work. There are institutions that you can apply through. You can even ask for housing for the time of your stay in the European country. These websites provide information in Bulgarian as well as contact details. You can ask your questions either by email or by phone.
И дори за общежитие може да се допитвате тези самите институции.
Най-честите ни посетители в офиса са млади хора и то причината е това, че...
Our most frequent visitors are young people, and that's because young people seem more open to new ideas. They mostly ask about opportunities to get a job or to start their own business and any opportunities through the programs available at the moment. Of course, older people come here too and want to know about programs and opportunities that can be useful to them.
И въобще всякакви възможности съгласно според програмите, които в момента са отворени.
Млади хора също много се интересуват от по-така нестандартни програми.
Young people also want to know about unique programs and opportunities to start up unique types of business. They're interested in finance options regarding their ideas in the IT field. We provide them with information about the available operational programs that they can apply to.
За младите хора, които искат да пътуват по програми и проекти, съществува международна информационна мрежа Евродеск.
For young people who want to travel through programs and projects, there is an international information network called Eurodesk. In almost all regional cities, there is a Eurodesk relay. In Haskovo, you can locate one in the youth center under the name of Relay BG15. So let's look at detail. Here, everyone who wants to seek international partners and friends can visit the youth center and gather information about the current youth programs utilized in 33 European countries. Eurodesk is an information network which works in all countries of Europe, connected with each other via Eurodesk relays. Through this system, all countries exchange information and questions asked by young people and relating to other European countries, education, training, accommodation, work, etc. The Eurodesk network functions and gets support from the European Commission for a program called Youth in Action, managed by the head office of Education and Culture.
The goal of Eurodesk is to provide completely free information and consultation about Europe for young people and all kinds of youth organisations. Thanks to Eurodesk Relay BG15, hundreds of young men and women travelled throughout the years via different youth exchange programmes to various European countries. They were given the opportunity to get to know different cultures and way of life and to unite by the European values.
Да опознаят различни култури, различни хора и да се обединят около европейските ценности.
We associate Europe mostly with the desire to gain European education. Every year, thousands of high school graduates apply to universities in England, Germany, Denmark, and others. We found a student, Yana Georgieva, who was on a forum about foreign education.
12 клас от математическа гимназия.
What did you choose and which university on which subject?
At the moment, I'm looking into many countries because I study English and German. So Austria, Germany, the Netherlands, in England. About the subject, I'm not sure yet, but I think it will have something to do with journalism, media, or linguistics. More likely linguistics, yeah.
Cool. Why did you choose a foreign university, I guess, instead of Bulgarian university?
Because I believe that the opportunities for professional realization are higher and that I will be able to work whatever I want. I can also imagine myself better in a foreign country, not here. I guess even though that might sound a little bit strange.
Perhaps there the pay is higher and it's worth studying abroad, so you could work there as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think the pay is higher and that the way of life is better. As a whole, to live and develop, I think I'd be happier there.
И мисля, че начинът на живот е по-добър. И като цяло да се развиеш, да живееш там, човек мисля, че ще бъде по-щастлив.
Which countries are most preferred?
It depends on the language spoken. So if it's English, then the leading choices are Great Britain and Scotland. Holland would also come up as popular as England. 1,800 students are in Great Britain, 1,800 in Holland. So that means England and Holland are basically competitors. Denmark is quite attractive because there are no tuition fees. The Scandinavian countries overall are very open for Bulgarian students due to that reason. That's about English-speaking students. Now, if you're German-speaking, popular countries are Austria and Germany. And if you speak French, France and Belgium. There are many, many destinations.
Which subjects do you find are most sought after?
Last year, the IT courses were at the top, followed by psychology. Of course, economics stay popular, as well as management and design. Many people want to be architects, as well as study medicine or biotechnology, each demanding a very high level of preparation.
След това са психологията, разбира се, икономиката стои стабилно в търсенето, менеджмента, дизайна също не е за пренебрегване. Много млади хора искат да бъдат архитекти, но подготовката трябва да е много сериозна, както и медицина и биотехнологиите. Искаме много висока подготовка за това.
Много българи заминаха да работят.
Many Bulgarians went to work abroad. They have the right to use social and welfare systems. Our team came across European citizens of other EU countries who have come to work in Bulgaria through different European programs.
Да работят в България по различни европейски програми.
Daniel Fagan here has graduated from an Irish university with a media and TV journalism degree. He's part of the program European Volunteer Services, has been working in high school for 1 year.
So what are your impressions from Bulgaria?
I guess my first impressions are that when I came, it was the strikingly beautiful nature and things was the first thing that struck me when I first arrived, and basically the warmth of the people, like the family sort of dynamics. I guess I made a lot of friends in Bulgaria, and what I really love is the good family kind of relations.
Well, that was sweet. And why did you choose Bulgaria?
For me, I wanted to. I knew very little of Eastern Europe. I guess the European Union gives us the opportunity to travel across Europe, and I recommend this for every young person. I feel that with Bulgaria, I really wanted to learn more about sort of Balkan history. I get a little bit more about Bulgaria's history, and they have like a rich culture and history in themselves, as well as the language, which is really nice.
Can you differ the rights and the opportunities you have in Ireland and you have in Bulgaria?
Sure, yeah. Personally, I think that the rights within the European Union are similar, or if not the same, between Ireland and Bulgaria. It's just, I feel as if it's the young people's access to these rights which maybe differs, and it's in every country it should be encouraged and put in simple, accessible terms for every young person.
Terence Masko is a graduate from the University in Budapest with a journalism degree. He has worked for 5 years in the youth center and also in his native town before coming to Bulgaria.
So what are the possibilities for education that the young people have in Slovakia and Hungary?
Yeah, we have a similar, I think, almost similar possibilities to studying. So we can study in a elementary school, high school, university. The studies are for free in Slovakia. Even in the university, just the university they're selecting the students by the grades. So sometimes it's hard to go on this university what you want. So in Hungary it's quite different because there is also selected by the grades, the students, but there are some financially supported studies from the country. For example, the most supported is now the IT, the technology things, the engineering, and there are some studies. For example, I was studying communication and media. I needed to pay the whole price of the studying. So I don't know how it's now in Bulgaria because I'm not really connected with the students, only the smallest one.
So can you compare the possibilities for traveling that young people have in Bulgaria and the young people have in Slovakia, like some discounts on a ticket for a train or something like that?
In Slovakia, we have, I think, very big discount for the students compared to Bulgaria, because I heard in Bulgaria they have only one leva difference between the normal price ticket. We have a 50% discount for the students, and for the retirement, the people in the retirement, they have quite bigger. I think they traveling for free. But for students, I think it's very good opportunity to travel, especially with train, because as a interesting with bus you can travel only between your home and between your school, but with train you can travel with this discount anywhere.
So, can you say like a whole the rights that young people have in Slovakia, Hungary, and Bulgaria? Are they really different, or they have certain similarities?
The rights are quite similar, I think, because we are all in the European Union, and the European Union have some expectations to have similar rights. So, and I think this is quite good thing, because I have similar rights than you, and I can travel anywhere, work anywhere in the world after the school, of course, and that's quite good.
Why did you choose Bulgaria?
I was on a youth exchange first time in Hungary, and I met with a very nice Bulgarian organization. This was this organization where we are now, the Mladежki Center Haskovo. I met with very nice peoples, and I was thinking I want to meet again with these peoples. So because of this, I choose this organization, and thanks God, there was so many volunteers who wanted to come here, but I was selected because of the good contacts. I think Bulgaria is a very nice place. I choose also because of this Bulgaria. The food is delicious. The girls are very nice. I think this was the main purpose why I choose Bulgaria.
And can you compare Slovak organizations with Bulgarian organizations, like through your own experience and your exchanges that you've been?
Yeah, the Slovakian organization, my sending organization, the VMCM, this is Velký Meďar, the name of the grad, the city, and the Centrum Mládeži is quite similar, so you can understand. Is a little bit different organization. They have computers, PlayStation, table tennis, so it's more for the kids, more for the some selected group of the kids. There is one quite big orphanage, and the kids from the orphanage, they going there, so they can relax in this youth center. It's a very nice place. I was working there 4 or 5 years in the summertime with these kids, and that was very nice. Because of this, I choose to come in a youth center, because there are so many possibilities to go on the EVS with different thematics, so with nature, with sport. But I really wanted to work with the kids. The youth center is based on a old type pioneer thing, so it's like different clubs, like ethnography club, theater club, and really nice clubs, and it's working very well. But the kids are here only for 1 or 2 hours in the youth center, the age groups, and my sending organization, they are open for the kids from 2 o'clock till 8 in the night. So, and the kids, they are coming, they going, they playing there with the volunteers. So it's different, quite big.
Европейският съюз е навлязал дълбоко в ежедневието ни, освен с възможности...
The European Union has become a big part of our everyday life. In addition to opportunities in education, work and travel, we became part of the Europe by improving our city environment. With the operational programme Regional Development, the city has now integrated plan with city progress until the year 2020. Many streets, downtown squares and parks have a modern and appealing look thanks to the municipality projects financed by European projects. Gradually, Haskovo shapes itself as a European city which reflects the whole history of Bulgaria, one of the oldest European countries. It makes us proud that Haskovo is known as one of the tidiest and well-provided cities in the country.
Хасково е известен като един от най-чистите и благоустроени градове в страната.
want to be a valuable citizen of a united Europe, a world without boundaries, whose mankind values are peace, solidarity, democracy, equal rights, a community where laws matter and are abided. We say that Bulgarians have plenty of reasons to be proud with their time-honored history and culture which enriches the European community's diversity. But besides the past, we need to have a dignified present and future as European citizens.